Hello everyone. Today I wanted to go over a question that I bet most experienced Django users would know, but for those who don't know, I just wanted to go over it quickly. And the question is, where should your HTML templates live? So there are two main places that they should live, and I will go over them one by one and see the pros and cons of doing each of them. I have project A and project B over here to go over the two methods. So within these project A and B, I have one app per project. So in my project A, I have the home app, and in project B, I have the dashboard app. The first method of creating a template directory and where it should go is within the app itself. So this project is the settings, but in the home page or in the home app, method one is having the directory over here. So I would type templates, and within this templates, I would add another one called home. And from here, I can create the template, and I can access it from here. So home, each one. So let's just show that real quick. The dashboard over here, or in the browser, I have the home over here. And if you want to quickly see how I linked or how I set up my page, I have my views. The view just returns a template called home/home.html. This home itself refers to the directory right over here. And within the templates, I have these two here. And in the URLs, I am returning the blank, which allows me to just type in the port 8000 without another endpoint. And then I bring in the views here. And in the project, I just have the URLs, which includes my home app. And that's pretty much it. And in installed apps, I put the home app in the installed apps, and that's it. So that's method number one. Method number two is creating the directory, creating the template directory, not within the app, but within the home or the root directory of the project. So instead of putting one in here in the dashboard, I'll create the templates folder outside, and I can access it within my root. But in order for me to do this, and I will just quickly demonstrate to you why it will fail if you just add dashboard and then do a dashboard.html and do h1 dashboard. If I were to run this, python manage.py run server, and I misspelled something, I just caught that. Let's go to URLs. Yep, just put this in here. And I think I'm missing, there you go. So run it one more time. Okay, so if I go to my browser, if I refresh the page, now I get a template does not exist because it's trying to look for the directory within my app, but I don't have it in my app. I have it outside in my root directory. So I need to go to my settings and go down to the templates configuration, and I believe it looks like the app directory equals true makes it so that it's like the first way in project A that I showed is like the default for, or what you need to do to enable the templates within the root directory is define it. So within my directory, I type in the base directory and then call out the template or the folder name, which is templates. So now I can tell Django, hey, if I want to go see other templates, if I can't find it, like I couldn't just now, go to the base directory in my project B, and within that look for a folder called templates, and within here now I can go ahead and look at the dashboard HTML. So let's run the server up again, and if I refresh, it should work. Voila. So that's the second method. Now let's go over the pros and cons of using the two different methods. Let's go to the project A. Now, what are the pros of using the templates within the app? Well, it makes the app itself very reusable or recyclable. So all I have to do if I want this to go to another project is all I have to do is click and drag or copy and paste, right? And within my settings, I just add the app and include the URL, path, home, include home.urls, and you're done. That's it. You don't need to bring in anything else other than maybe some additional settings, but it makes that transferring very accessible or efficient. And you would be doing a lot of these things if your app, for at least in this case, Project A, is related to, I don't know, like boilerplate projects, something that you create once, like a custom user authentication app, and you want to use that among or across your various other Django projects that you have. So that would make it very useful. There's no need for you to drag your templates in as well and then configure that. There's no need. So it's that one step of click and drag or copy and paste, and you're good to go, other than, you know, setting up your settings and your URLs and things like that. What are the cons of it? I guess the cons of it would be that if you have your app over here, you have the home app and you have the templates, it can get buried a lot as the project gets a lot bigger. So let's say you have, you know, more files, utils.py and things like that, but not even that. You have the utils folder, you have the API folder, you have what else? Adapters, you have tests. So trying to kind of navigate your way through all of these things as it grows bigger, it just kind of makes a mess, because as these things get bigger, other your files and directories, probably so will your templates, because the more of these things you have, the more likely your views will grow. And so eventually it'll be just a drop down of drop downs, and it'll get very huge and messy. So if you want to kind of decrease and make things a little bit more fragmented, I guess, then the Project B would be a better way to go. And opposite from Project A, Project B, I guess the benefit of creating a template outside would be to first direct your templates in a more easy and accessible way. And let's see, it would just be better for projects that are more niche and won't be reused most likely, because the configurations and the coding logic and the business logic is just too integrated within the project or the app itself. So yeah, those are the two pros and cons of each method of use. Which one do I like more? Increasingly, I began to like the Project B's method a bit more, just because of the reason that I mentioned before about the whole your app's directories and files growing increasingly larger. So having that template exist out of it and kind of make it easier for me to navigate through all the templates does make it a little bit easier for me to create. But then again, it would be very different if your project was smaller, or it needs to be, you know, exported to other projects. So that then your project, it would be better to go. So I hope that was clear. And if you have any questions or feedbacks, please let me know. I'm interested in hearing them and hearing from you. And yeah, hope I answered that question. I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are all doing well. See you next time. Bye.